Hey guys, so I'm going to show you guys how to make your own LPS lipstick that could open and close like this one. So let's get started. What you're going to need is scissors, a Q-tip. I already cut it out, this Q-tip, to the size I wanted, but I guess it was kind of big, so I'll cut it down to the size I want. So you're going to need, not a toothpick, a Q-tip. Did I say Q-tip or toothpick? I don't know. Glue. It could be school glue like the other ones, but I like to use a glue stick so it's easier. Markers of your own choice. Paper, as you see, I already cut it out. I used this paper to make 3D stuff. And I guess I cut it out like this, but I guess I should use this for scratch paper since it's good to cut out the size, plus I could still use it. So what you're going to do is grab your Q-tip and cut it down to the size you want. Cut it down to the size you want. See? Okay. Whoa. Okay. So what you're going to do is cut this at an angle. Cut it at an angle, this side or that side, but any size you want. Okay, so let's start back. Did you? Okay, just let me cut it. See, so it's at an angle like this. If there's a little thing pointing out of here, then use your scissors and just cut that piece off. So what now you're going to do is grab your marker, any kind of choice, and just color the whole thing if you want, but you don't have to if you don't want to. So let's start to get coloring. Yeah. So I colored it already. I put 2 color coats on this with the red marker, and so now what you're going to do is grab your paper and start cutting. Grab this too and place it right there where the red ends were, like that, like this, and make sure it has to be long, and then just measure or put a mark right there on how long you want it to be. So I cut it out, and I think this is long enough to go on this. See, so it's able to go all the way around. You just need to cut down a size that will be able to fit it and go all the way around. So let's get started. Okay, so for this part, what you're going to do is grab your glue and glue this whole thing on there so that way the lipstick wouldn't come off. I'm just letting you guys know, this is the sticky part. So your hands can get sticky, and you probably might need to glue this for a few times. So it's glued on. And start wrapping this around. Okay, so I rolled it up and it turned out like this. So what you're going to do is grab your black marker and just color this all the way around. So it should turn out like this. So to do this part, what you are going to do is grab your paper and cut a thin strip. I guess I'll use this part to cut it off and then put on the lipstick and wrap it around it. It might take a while, and as I said, you probably might have to glue it a few times. So you are going to cut this out and then glue it like what I did to put on the lipstick. And then, but it's just that you're gonna not color and wrap it around the top. Now what you're going to do is grab your paper again, and what you're going to do is cut out a strip that's thin enough to fit on your lipstick, and it has to be long enough and enough to be able to fit on this. Be able to fit on this lipstick. So it has to be big enough so that way so that way it'll be able to fit, but you don't have to if you don't want to. I'm just showing you how to make one open and close. So let's get started on cutting this out. Okay, so I cutted it out. Now what we're are going to do is glue it again like what we did to wrap around the lipstick. It's smaller and it'll be able to fit on there. Okay, so I did it. So when I rolled it up, I just rolled it up twice. And so when I rolled it up and when I was done, when I let it dry, I just colored it black and it was able to fit on here. See? It's able to open and close. So I hope you guys find this tutorial helpful, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Bye. And I hope your guys' lipstick turned out better than mine. Look at it.